Wild. That wasn't meant to happen. Look at this. That's it, fly campers. Come on, pack your stuff up, lads. Get yourselves away. They get a little bit huffy, so I keep winding them up.
Take my hand and listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths, and you both got new purpose. And the life you used to live is left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire. But I promise you, there's nothing but a cold-hearted liar. Cold-hearted liar. I know you don't want to hear. Your heart still bleeds. The way it looks at you, every touch you give. Now you gotta listen.
Yes, good morning people. AAP Outdoors and we're back out again. So this week's episode, decided to rock up in the Langdales. So we're just off kind of the old Dungeon Gill next to the National Trust campsite. Parked sort of pretty much at the base of Pike Blisco. Was meant to be heading up the side of Pike Blisco from there, and then it looked canny steep and I went, nah, too early for me, can't be bothered. So what we're doing is heading kind of back to the old Dungeon Gill. Going to be traversing around the side here, heading up towards the band. There's a bit of a route, takes you up to kind of Red Tarn, and then going to run up onto the top of Pike Blisco, touch that one back down. We're going on to Cold Pike, and then we'll be pushing along to CRINKLE CRAGS tonight. So got a little bit of company with us tonight. So I've got Scott and I've got John, both with us. John Outdoors, starting to regain his title now, no longer John Indoors. We've got Callum as well. I'll drop a link to his channel as well. Absolute mint footage. We've got the Asherton Wild Camper, Andy, he's coming. And then we've also got Wandering Will from Instagram. He's meeting up the night with her. So a little bit of a Northeast collab tonight, or collab, however you want to say it. A few we're packing as well, the Otimos Nomad V2s. So it's going to be like a little bit of a showroom tonight. But yeah, so they're going to be meeting with around about sort of 12, maybe it's 1 o'clock today. We set off a little bit earlier. Stopped off at old Greg's as normal. Corned beef bake this morning. Not having it, mate. Dry as anything. Honestly, mate, horrendous. Went in the bin. So ended up with a peach melba. A little bit of calories in. And then ready to hit the trail. But yeah, man, like I say, got more John and Scott there, but two of them looking like Ninja Turtles a day. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes and a half shell, turtle power! The big massive 65 litre packs on, matching jackets, like little lovebirds, bless them. But yeah, man, so like I say, we're going to crack on now, start getting a little bit of mileage into the, going to be dropping around, I think it's called Hell Gill. I've actually been up that way before. That's a route when I come with Darren and James. We're headed up onto Bowfell and Esk Pike, Allen Crags, Rossett Pike and so on and so forth. Lovely little route that. Pretty steep coming up Hell Gill. See where it gets its name from. But yeah, so like I say, we'll get the base of that this morning. Be heading off to the left, kind of up the Pike Blisco that way. Get to the Red Tarn, fill up a little drink, and then up onto the top. Well, like I say, stay tuned and we'll see you in a bit. Who let the dogs out? Who? Woof, woof.
No, det blir bedre om det.
Yes, and people. So just about to start the ascent now. So going to be heading up. If you can see, there's a little bit of a path that kind of goes up the gill here. It'll take you right up on the top of where Red Tarn is. Now push up onto Pike and Blisco. Hopefully we'll meet the lads up there, around about there, because they're coming in from the back end. And then we'll be pushing on to along the CRINKLE CRAGS, spinning the words out. So Scott and John's just busy getting the waterproofs off. He's getting a little bit sweaty at the minute. But yeah, so the last time I was down here, when I come up Bowfell way, so this is the band here. So normally you would park down in the Langdales. You'd start the ascent from there. We come up the band, it's quite a nice climb, to be honest. And that'll take you up to 3 tons. And that's where, if you remember from one of my first videos, we've seen that mad fell runner go running past. Some mad fell runner come over before CRINKLE CRAGS, mate. He just went steaming up there. Woo! But I fell running. Smashed at the top, I'm not even kidding. It took 5 minutes to get up there. Mental. Different breed them, like. Mental them, lads. But yeah, and then you would head up onto Bowfell. So a couple of options. You can turn left, go up onto CRINKLE CRAGS. Turn right, you go onto Bowfell, which is obviously the route we went. Then we dropped down. That's where James done himself a bit of a nasty. He pushed on Angle Tarn, and I went up Pike down the back, just at the base of Great End, and then on Allen Crags and back round. But yeah, like I say, if anyone's planning on doing it, it's a decent little route. Probably recommend doing it in the colder weather, because in the summer it's an absolute killer. But we came up through this valley, and like I say, this is Hell's Gill, it's called, or Hell Gill. And fuck, mate, nightmare getting up there. But the lads are standing here ready, waiting to go. Just waiting on Scott. Makes a perfect indoor. Alright then. In hell. Mental. But no, but hey, listen, stay tuned tonight, because I've actually got some belter news to tell you as well. It may not be massive for you, but it is for me. It's a bit of a step in the right direction for the channel. Even though it's not something I'm crying out for, however. Good little bit of news, which I'll talk about later on as I get pitched up. We'll have a little bit of a chat about it. Also got some sad news as well. So officially, it's the end of Emerald aerial photography. But AAP Outdoors is here. So decided to change the tag a little bit on it. Too much of a mouthful, man, to say it. So we're going to go with AAP Outdoors. Same thing, a little bit shorter, easier to say. Well, we're going to push on now, hit a bit of this ascent. So we'll give you a shout a little bit closer at the top, and then I'll tell you about my exciting news. You don't want to fall down there, mate. No getting back up. Whew. A leg burner. Oh. So, that's we're roughly halfway up there now. So just below Pike and Blisco at the minute. Like I say, we'll kind of come up the gill, up this route. So not far off Red Tarn now, and then we'll have to obviously turn off to the left. Head up onto the Pike and Blisco. Once we get up there, hopefully, looking at the time, we should bump into the rest of the lads that's coming the night. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a couple of lads that you might know off, kind of like YouTube and that. We're actually meeting up with them tonight. So you've got Callum, he's recently jumped over to YouTube. Absolute awesome channel, not just saying that, like it's really good crack, to be fair. Like so he started just before me, to be honest. He's one of the people that actually give us a little bit of a nudge. I was messaging him and saying, you know, absolute class first video, etc., and kind of telling us a bit about it, and he was like, mate, just take the jump, do it. So I thought, right, stuff it, we're gonna do it. So we did, and that was the Fairfield one. And that was the one with the awesome clothing version that we got that day. Absolutely mint. But yeah, like I say, so we're going to be meeting up with Callum tonight. You've got the Ashton Wild Camper as well, and you've also got Wandering Will from Instagram. I'm not quite sure if Will's actually on YouTube, to be fair, like. But the three lads, I've never actually met them before. Sport them quite a bit online. We ended up in a bit of a group chat for the wild camping, and we're all from the northeast, so we've kind of arranged the night that we're going to have a little bit of a collab meet up. Bring with Otimos Nomads. I know Callum's packing the Durston X Dome, which I've never actually seen in person, so I'm actually really keen to see that. Get a really good look around it, because I was kind of toying with the idea for the warmer months, but I wasn't too sure with the pole system on them. Just with the Boss, I know Durston products are absolutely outstanding, you know. I've had the X-Mid Solid, I've currently got the X-Mid Pro, I've had the Katadyn, all sorts of bags, can't fault them, you know. But yeah, so I'll be keen to have a look at that tonight. But it's not a very usual meet up this either as well, so little thing about me and Callum. So I'm from Newcastle, but he's from the dark side. He's on the other side of the water, or the water as we say. It's from the red and white side. He is a Mackham.
Brother, what's that?
Alright, so don't tell anyone about this. It's not very often you'll see a Geordie and a Mackham in the same place getting along, but hopefully everything goes smooth. So thankfully he's not actually into football. I am. I'm a die-hard Newcastle United fan, but he's not really interested, so shouldn't really be too much of that banter tonight, but still, he's still a Mackham. No, he seems a decent kid. Good channel. But like I say, if you haven't checked him out already, I will link it in the video. Honestly, I'm not just saying it. Get across, have a look. His crack's unreal. One of his videos, man, he's coming down the side of the fell. He just thought, you know what it is? Fuck it. On his arse, just slid down like a slide. Class.
Shortcut.
Who thinks of that, man? But yeah, some good stuff on there. We're just pushing onto the red turn there now. Otimos Nomad and John V1, absolutely nowhere to be seen. In the distance, in the clag. You clag, as Good Bloke Outdoor says. No copyright, mate. Different sewers, I'm skint. So yeah, like I say, we'll get up the red turn. Hopefully we'll bump into the lads soon. I'll bring you back and we'll have a bit of crack with them in a bit. Is this the way to Pike at Blisco? When I'm at the top, I'll have a disco. That's it. Oh. Oh. Yes, people. That's another one off the list. And the first one of the day. Pike at Blisco. Oh. John and Scott decided they weren't coming up. Lazy bastards. So I'm not showing up here by myself. So that's a summit touched. There's no signs of the other lads just yet, like, so either they've already been up here, coming up from the other side. Maybe he's already dropped down, and when we've got a red Tom, might have missed them already. So I'm gonna have myself 5 minutes up here. Gonna get some food in us quickly. Got some cherry cola squashies with us a day, so honestly, feast of a king. So I'm gonna quickly smash some of them, get some sugar back in us, drop back down to the tarn. See if Scott and John's still there. They might have just continued pushing on, I don't know, but we'll catch up with them at some point. But for now, Pike at Blisco, solo, another one off the list. Oh, lush up here. Can't say much because of the cloud, but honestly, it's one of the ones I've always wanted to do. I just love the rugged terrain. I hate like boring summits where it's flat like a football field, like pillar. Absolute class being up there, but mate, shit. Just too flat, man. But I like the rugged terrain, so I'm going to take it in for 5 minutes. And like I say, hopefully we'll bump into the lads somewhere on the route. But we'll get a shout soon.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old side, blinded by the lights. And I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on. And we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open.
That's us back doing now with Pike at Blisco. Just dropped into the red tarn. Met back up with Scott and John. They were actually there waiting for us. Thought they might have pushed on. They were actually sat, they had the jet boil out. Little scone each, butter, jam, everything. It was dead romantic when I come down, bless them. So they're all fueled back up now, ready to go. Ready to go, Scott?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir. So we're pushing on up there, Cold Pike now. Lads are apparently already at the camp.
You're going
He says I'm going to Cold Pike, he's not. Bit like Pike at Blisco, leaving his man stranded. So it looks like I'm gnashing to Cold Pike, because they're not. The rest of the lads are already at the camp. Tell you what, like, must have some engine on them. Like, took them about an hour and a half. Mental. So fly off for now. I'll bring you back to the top here, Cold Pike. Last one to the top to rotten egg. Come on, John, you little rotten egg, you. Right, so we had a little change of plan. So stopped to get a little bit of water here, just at the bottom of Cold Pike. I read the message wrong from the lads when it said they were going to be at the spot for 1:20. It was actually the parking spot, so I thought they were already at the camp. They're still coming off the Pike of Blisco at the minute. But we'll just check the time, and time's getting on. It's literally like it's 20 to 3 now, and it gets dark at about sort of 4:45. So rather than having to run all the way up there, get a little bit of water there now, and then we're going to push on up to kind of towards CRINKLE CRAGS and find somewhere to get pitched up. But just quickly spin you around so you can have a look and see where we're at. Absolutely lush one. So a nice little beck running down here. So we'll just quickly fill up. Then we're going to be heading up here where them hikers are. Up over the tops, up over South Top. And then onto CRINKLE CRAGS itself. But absolutely banging, man. Alright, so like I say, just hanging around a couple of minutes to see if we can see the lads. And I think we're just going to push on, just let them catch us up. So, going to get our packs back on. And then see you at the camp. Bit of 2 Ronnies. Big Ronnie, little Ronnie. Ronnie Corbett, Ronnie Nesbitt. Still no sign of the other lads. The Asher and Wild Camper, Wandering Will, and the Mackham.
Brother, what's that?
Callum. Oh, mate, it's freezing. I got a little bit huffy, so I keep winding them up. Don't like being called the 2 Ronnies. We're currently having a mooch around trying to find somewhere at the minute. The other 3 lads there, a little bit delayed still, so still quite a distance, so trying to head back towards them a little bit. Looking for somewhere else, but some decent little crags and that over here. Yeah, Scott? See, look over there. I reckon that way, me. But we're just trying to find somewhere a little bit off the path. Hopefully 4G as well. So I can give the kids a ring later on. But spotted them before. They were just coming up from Cold Pike, where we got the water. So they're still probably a good 20 minutes away from where we are. But typical Mackham. Used to being behind. But I think Scott and John's getting a little bit tired now, bless them. They've not really spoke much. I'm not tired. Let's tell him fibs. Right, gotta keep having a mooch run, see if we can find somewhere. And hopefully we'll be pitched up shortly. Because I could deal with a cutter. Oh, yeah, wait there. Let's quickly spin you around. Oh, man. I don't know how well you can make that out, but that looks banging, that. So I think we're going to head roughly in that direction towards CRAGS a little bit. Like I say, the path's just here, so I want to be well away from this if possible. But as you can see, light's fading a little bit now. So we're going to motor on, get set up, and then I'll give you a shout.
Hey.
That's one ugly penguin. Yeah, bastard. Right then, sorted. We have home for the night. So, nice little spot just before you get onto South Top. We did start going up it, but like I said, we had to obviously drop back down for the lads. So we've got two of them just coming over the brow now. Should be at about 5 minutes. Wandering Will, turns out he's had a couple of beverages last night, so he's under the weather. Hungover, hanging out with his horse. So he's probably about a mile behind them, so we'll see him very, very soon. Hope he doesn't snore the night. Well, we're going to quickly get set up there now. And then hopefully the lads should be here. We'll speak in 5.
I know you've been hurting. This spiral's a lonely road. Take my hand and listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths and you both got new perfumes. And the life you used to live is left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire. But I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart and liar. What a liar.
There we're gone, and just like that we are up. Sorted. Maiden voyage, the Nomad V2. Absolute belter. Flew up as well. Quality's absolutely mint on this, like. And not a lot of people say it didn't compare it to the other big Sulu, but I tell you what, it's got the stance of it, like. Ironically, we've got one tonight. Scott's out in the Terra Nova Laser Compact as well. Absolute machine of a tent this. Ironically, I actually wanted it off him. Messaged him the other day to see if he'd sell it, like, but having none of it. Oh, look at that. Crack of dawn. And you got some crack on you, kid.
Your heart still burns me. The way you look at you, every touch you give. Now you gotta listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths, and you both got new haircuts, and the jacket you used to borrow.
Don't go with a good idea to bring the pump back to the pump. Right.
Your heart is set on fire, but I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart lying. Maybe one day you'll cross paths, and you both got new perfumes. And the life you used to live is left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire. But I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart lying. What a liar. What a
Oh. In. Oh, right, that's us set up. We're in. Sorted. Time to get the kettle on. Got the trusty little jet boil stash over the night. About that. So I'll find some water. Somewhere. Sorted. Any kettle on there, Johnson? I wouldn't normally bring my water filter in the colder months, like just in case it freezes over, but got a little trick tonight. Got myself a little hot water bottle to go on the bottom of my quilt. So my plan is wrap that up in a little bag when it's empty and stick it in there with the hot water bottle, keep it nice and warm, stop it freezing over. Because obviously freezes over, it's going to knock the filter. We didn't want that, mate. Oh my god, it's freezing. Oh, get up.
That'll do, mate.
Sorted. Aye, that's the other thing I wouldn't normally bring either, gas and all in the colder months. As you can see, it's not burning as hard as what it normally would. What's it for? I'll give it a spin out tonight, see what it's like. Trusty GSI cup as well, and I get a naughty little copper on. I get a cheeky bit of rum in the copper as well. One of the old cockles, as we say. Yeah, I can't get the lid off. Fwah! Get up. That's what? Now the toffee nut latte with a little bit of cherry rum in, I think. That'll get warmed up. Get for somewhere. Got it. Getting there. Should have brought me alcohol stove. Taking ages. Gas isn't burning hard enough. Finally. Boiled. That wasn't meant to happen. Right in my stove as well. Nightmare. Oh, mate. Oh, but I see that's still light actually. Well, what if I knew where to put me later?
A few moments later.
Right, we're turning into mountain rescue now. So, Will's getting left behind a little bit. So, we've been trying to contact him for ages. Because obviously Ash and Well Camper, he's turned up, Callum's turned up. But he will. Turns out he's found himself a nice little pitch because he couldn't find it. Got himself comfy for the night. We've managed to locate him, so we're all heading back down there now. Go and pack his kit up for him, fetch him back up here. He's a little bit worse for wear, we'll say, after a couple of alcoholic beverages. Not the best on our, but we'll get him sorted, and then once I get back to the camp we'll have a bit crack. Nice little pitch that though. Yeah, Chris Cleave used to have one of them, didn't he?
Yeah. What a nice little pitch.
Yeah.
Get your spikes on, get your ropes on.
That's it. Me, we're literally like 2 minutes from her now.
Oh, quality tent, mate. I know you've got
Well, that little tent, that.
Andy Blisco, aren't you?
Yeah.
Andy Blisco for what that? Where's that peg from? Is that just lying there?
I just
That's that one's not doing anything. That's just lying there.
Will, is this yours?
This peg's just on the floor, Will.
Where's that? Where's that?
It's just lying on the floor.
That's what I mean, man. I just got in my tent, man.
Class.
This isn't pegged out. Wait, fly camera.
Aye, for the fly camper here. Says, right, mate, pack up, move on. Can't camp there, mate. I tell you what, yeah, listen, man, I know my house this swearing trouble, mental, mate. Look at this. That's it, fly campers. Come on, pack your stuff up, lads. Get yourselves away. Have you ever seen anything like this? I swear to God. All his kits still inside of there. Wrapped up. Where's he gone now?
He left somewhere, I think.
The will to live by the looks. Hey, I tell you what.
I found his door.
That's his trap door, aye. Bloody hell, man.
Why is there a plank of wood up here? Might be a secret trapdoor under there. Like,
Well, I did promise you it was going to be a decent camp, like Jesus, lad. I've never seen note like this.
On the pitch?
This isn't the usual, I can tell you that.
what did you find what you're looking for there?
Yeah, I found the pitch.
What about that?
I found my pitch.
Absolutely none.
Hey, what's going down? Don't you stare at me. Let's not fool around. So what's it gonna be? Hey, I am reckless. Speak the last sentence. Come on, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Hey, bring it down. Hey, bring it down. Hey, fellas, let's bring it on. Yeah. If you can't resist, let's bring it on. Hey, lads, I'm ready for action. If you can't resist, let's bring it on. I am reckless, friendless, restless. Oh, Lord, let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. Bring it on. I'm so invincible. I'm so invincible. I'm so unpredictable. I'm so Let's bring it on, fellas.